Network Entertainment.
Dress to impress still, but also not to be overly trying hard. Like, I mean, don't wear the most strombotic fashions para mapansin because it's gonna take away from your credibility. Dress the way you want to be treated, diba? If you want to be treated respectfully, show that. There's no fashion trend that I subscribe to. But also, like, as I mentioned, if it's a creative industry, look creative, diba? What makes you look like you have great ideas? If it's a serious industry where you need to be reliable, let's say, accountant or financial, in the financial world, look like you can handle their money well and you can be trusted and not like you might steal their money.
Mga Immortal, welcome to the Underpaid podcast. I'm your host, Stanley Chi. Ito ang podcast na pro-employee para sa mga Immortal wherein we talk about work-related topics in a light manner na parang nagkukwentuhan lang tayo sa pantry. In this episode, pag-uusapan natin ang pormang pang-immortal sa opisina ng mga Alta. Kasama ko ang aking co-host, si Czar de los Reyes. Alam niyo na. 17 years of experience in leadership and management. 16 years of experience in freelancing at 11 years na po niyang kliyente ang Upwork.
Akala ko ba babaguhin mo na yan?
Wow,
Ayan.
parang
Yung intro.
300 years old ka na.
Yeah.
Sa dami ng years.
Tanda.
She's the senior recruiting manager of Upwork and siya yung pinaka-joker dito sa Underpaid.
No, we do jokes here,
Yeah.
Myrza.
Okay, pwede mag-apply.
So kapag may baon ka,
May baon kang joke, pwede rin. At syempre, yung guest natin ngayon, ay nako, pag sinabi mong Alta, etong top of mind, di ba?
Not true.
Nung sinabing kailangan namin ng Alta, ay Myrza Sison.
Not true.
Executive coach, executive editor dati ng Summit Media, lahat na fashion model, nagpa-podcast ng You Can Do This.
Oh,
di ba?
salamat.
Yan.
Hello.
Diba?
Na isa sa mga top podcast dito sa TPN.
oo naman.
Only next to Underpaid.
Napaka-underdressed nga natin eh.
Yung nga parang...
Yan yung regular outfit ni Myrza.
Butas-butas nga yung damit ko di ba?
Minsan pag nakikita ko si Myrza, naka-rubber shoes lang. Super stylish pa rin eh.
Oo nga
No? Effortless.
Tingin ko kahit naka-duster si Myrza, kaya niyang maging stylish pa rin eh.
Model eh.
Ano
Model
kaya
si
ang suot niya
Myrza
sa bahay?
Oo.
Diba?
Duster, shorts.
Ano ba? Long gown. Ganyan.
Pwede.
Nakapambahay
Hindi naman
lang siya.
duster. Mga summer dress lang naman.
Wow. Yun. Altang-alta. Summer dress.
Oo eh.
Pero
Pero Miss Myrza, before...
Huwag na mag-miss. Magka-age lang tayo.
Ano gusto niyo, Mr.?
Myrza lang.
Akala ko.
Magka-age nga lang kayo ni Myrza.
O, hindi naman. Di
Ako nga
naman.
tinatawag ko siyang Myrza eh.
Tamo.
Oo.
Buti pa siya.
Oo nga, Tita Czar, sige.
Okay.
Hindi, bago natin
Ay,
simulan yung episode, please like and subscribe to the Underpaid Podcast. Leave a comment, rate the podcast, answer the poll question, tsaka join the Discord group. And nasa social media po kami lahat. Okay? Myrza, magjo-joke ka mamaya
Nako.
Oh.
Nagjo-joke na nga si Myrza kanina.
Alam mo, siya, wide reader. So malamang magka-level kayo ng jokes nitong si Myrza.
Nako.
Zar, nako. May
Actually,
pwede.
mas funny si Myrza.
Hindi ako
Because
handa.
meron siyang social life and very, siya. At saka confidence coach eh. So,
Pressure naman.
Na-excite na nga ako sa joke battle yung dalawa eh.
Oh my gosh. Meron lang akong confidence to tell bad jokes.
Actually, kasama yung delivery doon.
kahit
So, ako
pa-
wala akong delivery
Sige.
eh.
Pero ano ba yung forma dapat sa opisina, Myrza? Kasi yung iba underdressed, yung iba naman super forma. Ano ba yung parang yung forma na hindi ka naman mukhang basahan?
Right. Funny na ako yung guest kasi 5 years na ako hindi nag-office since the pandemic. But judging from what I remember and what I teach also about confidence, which includes dressing the part, dressing for success. I think depende sa purpose mo at work, di ba? Ano ba yung purpose mo dun? Petiks-petiks lang? Gusto mo bang ma-promote? Gusto mo bang tingalain? Gusto mo bang magka-increase, di ba?
May forma na pang ganon para
Oo
ma-increasean?
naman. Siyempre, ang perception sa'yo ng management and mga peers mo, it really counts a lot because when they're evaluating, di ba?
Yeah.
Popromote ba natin si Stanley? mukha siyang lagi, palaboy lagi.
Yeah.
Araw, di ba?
Mukhang basta.
Paano mo
Ganon.
seryosohin yan?
Oo
It
nga, no. Sige.
contributes to your perception.
Sige, paano yung forma ng may increasan?
Like cause Stanley,
Oo,
if
kunyari,
you're going to style
Mm.
Stanley, ano dapat suotin niya?
Yung para may increasan.
Again, depende sa environment, di ba?
Okay.
Syempre kung banking, kung lawyer ka, kung corporate environment.
O, pili ka
Sa
ng role.
creatives, kunyari,
Ayan, creatives.
sa entertainment.
Pag creatives, I think, no limit. And the more creative you are, like, let's say, kung ad agency, di ba? This is perfect because you're
Is
noticed.
that a common Porma?
I think they want to see your creativity, di ba? So
Yeah, yeah.
I think good colors will help. Anything that makes you stand out. Or if you put things together in a unique way,
Yeah.
hindi ka normcore, di ba? Hindi ka very basic, then
Yeah.
people will tend to gravitate towards you for fresh ideas. So ito, parang very pang-creative industry. Pero kung corporate, baka bigyan ka ng for delivery. di ba?
Ganun.
Kasi,
Parang
di ba?
So if he's going to be promoted to a VP, for example, Stanley Chi, VP of...
VP of Creatives, ganyan. Anong pormahan sa
I
ganyan?
think very lax ang pormahan doon eh. I don't think necessarily naka-coat and tie yung
Yeah,
mga,
yeah.
Sa,
diba?
sa hairstyle, meron bang mga dapat
I think
ayusin?
dapat medyo on trend, 'di ba? Kung yung hairstyle mo medyo tito-ish, 'di ba? I mean, creative industries tend to be very youth-oriented and
Yeah.
probably even ageist. So if they perceive you that you're not keeping up with the times, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Bakit yung hairstyle niya parang ang dated?
So you have a point there.
You have to
Yeah.
be abreast of trends, whether pop culture
So
or
tama lang
fashion
tong
or
long back na Korean look
Yeah.
ko. Tama lang to. Yan.
tingin nga.
Yan yung naka-ano.
Okay.
Diba?
Ayun.
Diba? Pag humaba buko, pareho na tayo eh.
Basta may bangs ka rin.
Yan, oo. Papabangs na rin ako eh.
Oh, yan. So, you mentioned Korean. Yun yung trend, di ba? So,
Yeah.
parang dapat medyo mukha kang, baka bago. At hindi makaluma.
So creatives meaning
O
pag nasa
BTS.
agency
Oo.
ka,
Ad
kapag
agency,
writer ka,
publishing,
somewhere, yeah.
di ba?
Okay.
Ano pang mga creative industries?
Yung
Paano pag corporate, like VP of operations or VP of ano ba?
Wag naman BP. Kunyari, ikaw yung head ng
Sige.
isang
Let's
isang
say-
department.
Anong industry?
Halimbawa, parang mga BPO.
Yan. CEO ka na lang ng
CEO
BPO.
ng
Gusto mo
BPO.
maging CEO.
Yan.
Yan.
I'm not sure kung gaano ka-strict ang dress code sa BPO. I guess depended dun sa kind of BPO rin. So, kailangan mong, I guess, be observant. If it's not actually prescribed in your manual
Yeah.
na ano yung required or kung wala namang uniform, try and emulate yung the leaders at the top. Paano sila manamit,
Yeah.
di ba? Or yung mga nag-excel, paano siya manamit, di ba? Try and emulate that. Kasi weird naman kung, halimbawa, suit and tie ka and then you're just like at the bottom rung. Medyo
Yeah.
funny ka, di ba?
Kung pinag-usapan natin yung damit, yung sapatos ba tsaka accessories ng isang lalaki sa opisina, pinapansin ba yan? Like, yung rubber shoes, yung mga relo.
I think ang naging status symbol and parang ang venue for pagpapasiklab sa men is really watches and shoes, di ba?
Yeah,
Parang
I
I'm
agree.
shocked by the exorbitant prices that people pay for sneakers. Parang minsan talo pa yung mga designer bag ng mga babae, di ba? I think dyan sila nag-try magpasiklab just to show na
Watch and
"Oy,
shoes.
bigatin
Oh,
ako."
tingnan mo. Paano yung ni Stanley, yung bracelet?
Hindi, binigay ng nagpupungsoy sa akin.
Okay.
It could also indicate na medyo
Creative.
spiritual siya.
Okay.
Or
alright.
may serenity, di ba?
Yun yung sa
Unless
guys.
ek-ek lang.
Pero pag sa girls, paano naman ang status symbol nila na, uy, i-promote mo ako, ganyan.
I won't necessarily say na designer things kasi minsan pwede mag-backfire. Minsan kung very fashion victim ka, bawa addicted ka sa logos. Like, meron ako mga kilala mula headband hanggang kwintas, hanggang belt, hanggang bag, ang dami-daming
LV,
logo.
Naka-Gucci,
diba?
ganyan.
Parang what does that show about you? First, mukha kang fashion victim. Second, mukha kang madaling mauto para lang makiuso, which is not a good trait actually, di ba? parang there's a difference between trendy
Mm-hmm.
and stylish.
Okay.
Ang stylish, it goes further than being just trendy. Kung trendy ka, alam mo yung trend ngayon, pwede kang makiuso. But a stylish person, kahit anong taon, kahit na anong situation, lagi siyang dressed, lagi siyang parang may style impact. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
parang, whether she's going to a wedding or to work, or di ba may tao tayong kilalang ganun?
Kumbaga
or,
parang nasa nagdadala rin eh.
Oo, magaling magdala
Oo.
kahit na anong okasyon. So appropriateness also to the occasion is very important. I still get shocked when I go to weddings kasi may mga naka-jeans. But then maybe
Hindi
kung-
sumunod sa
kung-
dress code.
or kung ganun lang talaga yung style ng group na yon,
Yeah.
baka okay lang naman.
Pero yung mga kinakasal na naka-rubber shoes na white,
Uso na ngayon.
Uso na yan, di ba?
Uso na
Oo.
kasi.
Preference naman yun eh.
Oo.
So, yung bride ba sinasabi mo, naka-rubber
yung
shoes,
bride and groom, naka
Oo.
I think that's
naka-white
fine.
na
Yeah, that's their style.
na chucks,
Oo.
ganyan.
Oo.
At
That's
saka
their
wedding
style.
naman nila yun eh.
Yung mga CEO tulad nila Mark Zuckerberg tsaka nila Steve Jobs.
Oo, yun. Parang sila yung
Simpleng-simple,
nagpasimuno,
oo.
like the Silicon Valley trend of
Yeah,
mga
yeah.
tech startups. Sila yung nagpasimuno na no dress code talaga, na as simple as possible. And I think globally, especially after the pandemic, nag-relax na yung dress codes everywhere. So something that I teach in my confidence coaching is the art of gravitas. Gravitas meaning people's perception of your credibility, of your impact, of your capability. 10 years ago, ang benchmark for success when it comes to dressing is dress above your position.
Okay.
So parang kung mas bihis ka pa than the boss, it means promotable ka. 10 years ago.
Oo.
Fast forward to today, after the pandemic, hindi, negative na yon.
Yeah.
Ngayon, relax ng mga dress code. Mas chill na. And it's more of your adaptability while still looking credible.
What if yung ngayon na medyo back to normal na tayo?
Oo.
Mabalik ba yung ganung trend na
Tingnan natin kung babalik. Pero I think in general, more relaxed. Like, di ba nung pandemic, lahat ng mga heels parang nabulok.
Oo nga
Oo,
eh.
oo.
Di ba? And then parang a lot of women already decided, ayoko nang mag-heels, di ba? Parang it's a stupid idea. Pero ngayon, medyo nag-heels na rin uli yung
Yeah.
mga tao. But I think people are more practical now.
Oo.
And parang it was proven na you don't have to wear heels to be capable of doing
That's
work.
true.
Alam nyo kung bakit di nila kailangan mag-heels?
Why?
Mas kailangan nila mag-heel.
Okay. Yung mga joke ni Stanley.
Hey, it's Stan.
It's Ro, Chino, Emil.
And along with Rowan ASH, we are the Wrestling Podcast. We are the longest running weekly episodic Filipino wrestling podcast.
Each week, we talk about the latest happenings in pro wrestling. We give you takes from perspectives honed from years in the wrestling business and syempre as fans.
If you want someone to help process the feels about the different ganaps from WWE, AEW, NJPW, Impact, and more each week, you'll know what to do.
Tune in to the Wrestling Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Wala bang sound effects?
Grabe. So, what if you're working from home? What would be your recommendation? Because
Right.
people would think, okay na ako
Yeah.
magpajama.
And sometimes we see it in the Zoom meeting, di ba?
Yeah, yeah.
Oo. Marker, parang important pillar din ngayon sa perception of gravitas and credibility is your Zoom skills. Because
Yeah.
kung hybrid na and working from home is, half of the opportunities for your workplace colleagues to see you, mag-effort ka na. Ito lang naman yung kita, di ba?
That's true.
Parang, hello, magsuklay ka naman.
So it's part of being Alta rin yan eh. Parang being presentable din sa opisina
Right,
pagka
right.
okay yung
Oo.
itsura mo sa Zoom
Oo.
meetings. Pati yung walang tumitilaok na manok, walang maingay na aso, di
Oo,
ba?
minsan yun hindi ma-avoid. Pero learn the skills enough to know how to mute, di ba? Don't be in
Yeah.
front of a door na may mga papasok na mga tao. And then, please, groom yourself naman, di ba? Sometimes talagang nakakashock yung
Parang,
Oo,
parang
sure ng
bagong
tao.
gising, di ba?
Oo.
Oo. Di ba?
Oo.
Ako nagme-makeup ako kasi I've been working remotely for
Right. Ako
16
rin.
years.
Oo.
But Well, recently,
Oo.
nag-makeup na talaga ako before I just turn off my video kasi. So, it helps. Kasi yung mga
Yeah.
kasama ko, because most are
Right.
US-based, they're, ayos
Oo,
Like,
yeah.
parang aalis talaga sila, even if they're working remote.
Tsaka nakaka-contribute yun sa presence mo,
Yeah.
di ba? If you think of like the Zoom, di ba pag nag-picture taking,
Oo.
kikita mo.
Yeah.
Kung sobra kang mukhang washed out and invisible, like hindi
Yeah.
ka man lang nag-lipstick, madali kang makalimutan. Eh. Sino na nga
Oo.
ba yung
The
Di ba?
background ba? Kailangan rin. May mga
Yes.
painting na nasa likuran para
Choose a professional looking background,
Oo.
whether virtual or yung may logo ng company mo or whatever. Wag naman yung kita yung mga labada.
Oo.
or, diba?
Kailangan mukhang pang-alta.
So, pag babae, naka-lipstick ka at least.
I think
Ganon.
at least kilay and lipstick. And then
Okay.
don't be afraid to use the zoom enhance feature. Ginagamit ko lagi yun.
Ah.
Kasi nakakatanggal ng mga
Oo.
eye
Okay.
bags.
That's a good tip.
And have proper lighting. Wag yung para kang silhouette na para kang anonymous victim.
Yung mga ring light,
Sa
gastusan nyo na. Oo.
Oo.
Pero ngayon, kasi mabalik tayo sa office eh.
Oo.
So ano yung pinaka-tip nyo sa mga lalaki or babae in any field? Ano
Right.
bang yung pinaka-presentable na gastusan ba yung sapatos dahil medyo lax na tayo? Or
I think depending
blazer?
on your industry, first observe how people who stand out or are highly regarded dress. Second, dress to impress still, but also not to be overly trying hard. Like, I mean, don't wear the most strombotic fashions para mapansin because it's gonna take away from your credibility. Dress the way you want to be treated, di ba? If you want to be treated respectfully, show that. There's no fashion trend that I subscribe to. But also, like, as I mentioned, if it's a creative industry, look creative, di ba? What makes you look like you have great ideas? If it's a serious industry where you need to be reliable, let's say, accountant or financial, in the financial world, look like you can handle their money well and you can be trusted and not like you might steal their money.
Miss Myrza, can you write down kung sino yung mga parang fashion victim?
Ano ba?
Hindi, re-react lang kami. Hindi namin
Wala akong maisip at the moment.
Yung mga dati na
Mga fashion victim.
fashion victim. 'Di ba? Pagka may mga napapanood tayo sa TV, ay, ba't ganito yung forma niya, 'di ba? Wala kayo naalalang ganun.
Wala eh.
Diba? Safe yan si Myrza.
Safe no.
Siyempre
At saka I'm
diplomatic.
sure, di ba yung mga fashion victim dati, I'm sure na-resolve
Nag-evolve
na nila.
na sila.
Okay na sila.
Who do you look up to pagdating sa pormahan? Yun na lang.
Si Risa, you met her earlier. Risa
Risa, your producer?
No, Risa Manangkil. Well, Risa also, di ba? She's a very zen.
Oo, di ba?
Zen fashion sense. But Risa Manangkil, Trillo, she's always well put together. You never see her looking disheveled.
Yeah.
She's always dressed appropriately for the occasion. But she never tries too hard.
Tsaka,
How long does it take you to groom yourself, to put on makeup,
Well,
to
sanay
dress
kaming
up?
mag-change sa backstage ng 1 minute.
kasi
Okay. Model
rap
nga.
But
model
then,
Oo.
what I think a trick that I've found out is if there are important occasions, try to plan already beforehand. Hindi yung after showering, tsaka mo lang i-decide. Kung importante yung occasion. Paano kung di pala kasha or pinaplan siya pala, nasa labada pala. Try and plan it in advance.
Okay. For account executives, yung mga humaharap sa kliyente, advisable ba na magpa-botox, magpa-cosmetic surgery, magpapaayos ng ilong, di ba? Ginagawa naman yan talaga eh.
Uso nga ngayon eh.
Dati hindi naman ginagawa, pero ngayon uso na.
I think it's personal choice. If you personally believe you will be more confident if you do that, then do so. But I wouldn't advise anyone to do it. Diba? Parang, like for me, ang motto ko, bangs are cheaper than Botox. So maybe that's an option.
Pwede. Oo.
But also ask why you're doing it. Like, really, will having a radical treatment really increase your sales? Or does it come from somewhere else?
Kasi if humaharap ka sa kliyente, may mga account executive talagang nagli-leave sila for 2 weeks tapos magugulat ka, parang may nagbago sa'yo. May ganun eh. sa advertising may mga na katrabaho kong ganyan.
I hope nag-change na rin kasi medyo ageist ang society and the world in general. And hope we realize that selling skills have nothing to do with your age.
Oh, that's true.
And I don't know if if you are selling something, unless it's super youth-oriented, and even so, why is it important that your forehead is smooth when it should be dependent on your capability in selling?
Ito na lang.
Why? Would you do it, Stanley? Ikaw
Alin?
nagpa-derma ka yesterday.
Nagpa-derma
Kaya
ako.
mamula-mula.
Yeah, nagpa-derma ako kasi syempre umarap ako sa tao eh. Tsaka
okay naman.
Yeah.
I think clear skin is also an indication of health.
That's
And
true.
also, di ba, parang
pupunta sa dentist.
Pero yung
iwan,
extreme
magda-derma.
botox.
Ay, iba na yung
mukha
pag-extreme
ka
na yun.
I think depende yun
Oo.
sa need ng tao to validate herself.
Sige. Beauty treatment para magmukhang bata palagi. Wala ba kayong ginagawa?
Beauty treatment.
May mga moisturizer ba kayo bago matulog?
Hindi nga,
Ganun?
sobrang low maintenance ko
Oo.
nga eh.
Ang swerte naman.
Oo nga eh.
Hindi, kasi tamad ako.
Okay.
Meron akong mga kilala ng mga beauty editor. They have a 22-step regimen. I'm like,
22?
oh my God! Kaya yung skin nila mukhang 20 years younger.
22
Korean
step.
regimen na
Oh my
parang
God.
22
Paano ginagawa
steps.
nila ron? Parang 22
tagal.
steps.
Kilala mo nga kung sino, pero ang ganda talaga ng skin niya. Pero
Kilala ko.
wala naman akong patience for that.
Beauty editor?
Oo.
But then may derma pa.
May
Nagpapaderma pa and then
For
the
me,
22
nagpapaderma naman ako, pero nothing extreme. And then,
Yeah.
I tend to use parang hypoallergenic products. I don't try everything kasi
Yeah,
minsan
yeah.
nakaka-break out. Parang the simpler your routine, the better.
Iba talaga pag si Miss Myrza talagang
Oo nga Effortless
Oo,
nga.
hindi mo kailangan ng 22 steps.
Hindi, tamad
kaya
lang.
di ba?
Tamad
Yung
lang.
yung 2
Tamad
steps
lang.
nga lang, di mo na magawa minsan eh. 22
Kaya ako
steps.
nagbabounce para hindi na ako
Diba?
magkikilay.
Oo.
Diba? Time saving.
Actually, ang galing na na.
Ang
Or
galing.
ito
Oo.
pala. Pag nag-eyelash extensions, hindi na ako nagme-makeup. Sobrang time saver.
Talaga?
Especially when traveling.
Yan.
Yun
Dami
lang.
na
Mga
nating
tips,
natutunan.
Kaya magpa-eyelash extensions ka na, Stanley.
Why not, Stanley?
Bangs, eyelash
Yung
extensions.
bangs, kaya ko.
ano
Yung
pa.
bangs. So,
Nagpapaderma ka na nga
Oo, papaderma,
So,
oo.
tuloy-tuloy mo na.
hindi ko na kailangan magpa-eyelash extension. Ganun.
Mukha kang
Derma
doll.
lang. Oo.
Magmumukha kang doll.
Ito na lang bago mag-end yung episode. Miss Mirza, may joke ka ba?
Ayan.
Ayan, no?
Ayan, no?
Nagchicheer yung
Wala,
mga,
hindi ako
Si Jasper, oh.
Nagchicheer yung mga kasama natin sa TPN. Si
Hindi ako
Jasper, oh.
prepared
Kahit anong
at
joke.
all.
Kahit anong
Oh my
joke,
God.
kahit sa summit na mga gino-joke na mga
gosh.
kasama niya dati.
Wala.
Kahit Alta joke.
Oo,
kahit
Alta
English joke.
Yan. Oo.
It's fine.
Wala eh.
Yun nga yung inaabangan nila kay Miss Mirza eh. Yung
Yeah.
Alta jokes eh.
Walang Alta joke. Oh
Paano
my
mo
God.
na malalaman?
English joke.
Paano mo na lang malalaman kung Alta talaga ang isang tao?
Hindi ko nga alam bakit ako yung tinatanong niyo. I think it's a state of mind. Unless tignan mo yung bank account. I think it's just a matter of good manners and consideration to others. I mean, alam mo kung yung tao bad-mannered, di ba? So parang hindi mo i-consider na Alta yun. I mean, may mga Alta rin na bad manners. Pero in general, I think if you are considerate of others, you have a good heart, you don't have bad manners.
Good heart. Kailangan magpa-check sa cardio.
You don't have bad manners. You treat humans with kindness and generosity. I think that's what counts and not social standing.
Yun talaga.
Yeah,
Altang-
it goes beyond
Parang pang
social
beauty queen
standing.
na sagot eh.
Oo nga eh.
Diba?
Thank you for that wonderful question.
Oo, altang-alta eh. Ganun talaga. Ikaw, Zara, ano yung jokes mo?
Later na lang. ano?
Wala,
Grabe.
sorry to disappoint.
Di bale, sa mga
I
immortal
will
sa susunod.
be more prepared next time.
Oo. Yung joke showdown ni Mirza tsaka ni
Nako,
Zar.
wala
Abangan nyo in
manonood.
future episodes
Oh
natin.
my God.
Oo. Thank you, Miss Mirza.
Thank you, Ren, sa pag-ambur sa
Uy,
akin.
thank you ah.
Thank you. Ano yung, saan kanila pwedeng i-follow?
Yes, please. Listen to and watch You Can Do This at the Pod Network Entertainment. It's a self-empowering podcast that tells you whatever it is you want to do, you can do this.
Do you do private consultations?
Yes,
For
I do
your
one-on-one coaching also.
coaching?
Grabe. Na-empowering nga ako
So
sa
they can
episode na to
also
eh.
reach out to
Yes,
you.
I'm on all platforms at Myrza Sison, MYRZASISON.
If they need coaching,
Coaching,
confidence.
talks, workshops. And also, I post like reels with tips. So, yun.
I saw your TikTok.
Oh, yun.
Yeah.
I also put it on TikTok.
Nakita mo yung TikTok
So-
namin, sumayaw kami.
Oo, nakita ko nga
Oo,
eh.
hindi ko pinost, pero pinost niya.
Pinost ko eh.
Ang galing nga eh. Mas magaling mo nga si Mirza kaysa sa'yo.
siya nga
eh.
nagturo
kasi
sa
si
akin eh.
Riza nagturo sa akin.
Ah,
Siya
okay.
nagturo sa akin eh. Oh.
Pero nakikita ko yung mga tips niya sa TikTok.
Oh, thank you.
Oo, dumadaan siya.
So if you're
Very
feeling
helpful.
shy or takot ka sa social situations,
Yeah.
yun, may mga confidence tips
Oh,
doon.
susunod, magkakaroon na parang eskwelahan na Myrza Sison.
Parang John Robert
Yeah,
Powers
parang
type.
ganon.
So Mirza Sison.
Oh,
Oo.
pwede. Why
Be
not?
confident with Myrza Sison.
Yeah.
Pwede.
Diba? Oh, yun. Maraming salamat, Miss
Thank
Myrza.
you also.
Thank you.
Yan. O, mga immortal, alam nyo na gagawin ha. Follow nyo si Myrza, makinig kayo sa You Can Do This. You Can Do This, makinig kayo sa kanya. At You Can Do This din kasi ifa-follow nyo rin kami at i-share itong episode na to sa mga kaibigan ninyo. So there you have it for Miss Myrza Sison. Zard de los Reyes, I'm your host Stanley Chi. And this is the Underpaid Podcast.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.